Welcome back, Backstage Chatter fans. It's me, Jackie Hardy. We're excited to be speaking with Fort Worth native Jasmine Overbaugh, who is in the National Broadway Tour, Mamma Mia. It's showing at Music Hall at Fair Park through the Broadway Dallas series. Don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to our NDG Live YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Welcome, Miss Jasmine Overbaugh. It is so awesome to get to meet you. Yes.
So great to be here today. Thank you for
Oh,
having me.
my pleasure. Listen, we at Backstage Chatter are always so honored to be able to just I get to know some of the brilliant, talented actors like yourself that's gracing the stage right in our fair city. Yeah, through our Broadway Dallas series. So thank you so much. Now, I did read in your bio, do you hail from the Fort Worth area? Is that
Yes, I do. Fort
Yes.
Worth.
Come
Yes.
on.
Yes. I lived right outside of Fort Worth in Keller, and it's lovely to be back in Texas. It's been a
Absolutely.
while.
Has it? How long has it been?
Oh, truly, the last time I was in Texas, it was for my sister's wedding.
Oh,
That
wow.
was 2012.
Yes, you were due. You were due, right?
Yes, it was
That's
time.
right. So
Had to go back home.
that's exactly right. Absolutely. We are so glad you are home. Listen, that was one of the things when I read that, I was so excited because we love too speaking with castmates on these amazing shows that have ties to the Texas area. So thank you, thank you. And did can you kind of walk us back? Did you start your performing roots here? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so I took dance classes. I began dance classes, choir classes at school. I
Wow.
was in the drill team, a lightning dancer at Central High School. And right, that's where I started really getting into the dance world. I was also in a lot of choir classes. Shout
Okay.
out to Mama if she does watch this,
That's
but that was
right.
my choir teacher in
Shout
Central.
out, Mama. Listen,
Yes,
that's
mama.
right.
And literally, that
Yes.
sparked my love for performing,
Okay.
truly.
Okay.
Yeah, Texas was the start of my.
Yeah. Listen, Texas to now on the National Broadway stage tour in the Mamma Mia. Listen, I know, like that's right. Take that in. And what does that feel like to you to be in this, musical? And I really would love to hear your kind of take on because I think this is like the 25th North American tour anniversary,
Yep.
right? Yeah, and I saw your bio. You were on the 20th anniversary tour of Rent, so you are like the milestone girl.
Yes, yes,
That's
I'm an
right.
anniversary girl.
You are the anniversary girl, right? But why do you think Mamma Mia is like continue? Because I even read somewhere like it's performed in 17 different languages. Like, why does it keep getting these new wings? What is your thoughts on that? Love to
Well,
hear.
first of all, it's an absolute honor to be on this tour with
Sure.
this cast, telling this silly story. I think, I think something about Mamma Mia is that it is multi-generational.
Yeah.
My grandma knows Mamma Mia. My mom knows Mamma Mia. My sister knows Mamma Mia. Obviously, I know Mamma
That's
Mia. It
right.
is multi-generational. You see every generation on stage and are able to connect with at least one of the characters.
Absolutely.
Because it's so silly and lighthearted, I also feel like it's a great escape from the outside world, especially now with everything being so touchy. It's a nice way to unplug,
That's good.
laugh a lot, dance a lot,
Yes. That's
and
right.
enjoy a story about
Yeah.
a girl that you can connect with.
That's it. I love that. I think it was talk radio that said it's the best night out or evening night out thing to do. I'm butchering what the quote was, but it was basically saying like this is by far the best evening that you'll have, for entertainment purposes. Yeah, and I love that. I agree because even my daughter, she's a big fan of Mamma Mia. Yeah, so I think that is such a great point in this very polarizing world to be able to go to a place that brings us together, and laughter does that, right? Yeah.
Yes,
That's right.
absolutely.
I love that. And I know let's get into your roles. And I say roles, plural, right? You're in the
Yeah.
ensemble and you're an understudy for the Tanya character and Rosie. Oh my God.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you balancing all those responsibilities? First of all, you are a boss.
I came from a swing background. So
Okay.
the swings on the Rent tour, we covered five of the six female roles.
Okay.
So truly like used to having too much piled up in my brain. um,
Multitasker, queen.
right, just every gear running.
Sure.
But I'm lucky to be understudying probably one of the my favorite parts of the show, and that is her best friends.
Yeah.
They are powerful and strong, and they lift their friend up the entire show. So it kind of clicked for me, you know.
Yeah.
I play a best friend out in real life. It was
Right.
very easy to transfer that into
Yeah.
these two roles.
Absolutely. No, I love that. And and the ensemble is just as important too. I read that it really does carry the show to some degree, right? Because it sets the
Yes,
energy. It keeps the
yes,
energy. Yeah, yeah.
yes.
So,
Energy for sure. I always say to everyone, I get to party every night.
sign
It is
me
a
up.
party
Yeah.
every night.
Wow. That's so cool. You can just tell you are truly passionate about what you're doing, and that translates, I know, on the stage. That's awesome. And getting into the story of Mama Mia, it is about family to some degree, and there's some central themes when you say in the story. I know one being the sense of belonging and identity.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'd love for you to kind of touch on that. Yeah, because I know Sophie's kind of on her quest to find out who her father is, right? Yeah.
Yes. It's a, coming of age story
Sure.
um, uh, of this girl wanting to know who she is. We then learn that, like, you don't have to even have these properties
Wow.
to know who you are, to discover who you are. We're
Mm,
all learning and growing every day, learning who we are. I think I definitely
mm,
identify with that, especially after the pandemic, or I guess more so during the pandemic,
sure.
and the theater world getting truly hit
Yeah.
by all of it.
Mm,
I think there was this sense of like, who am I
mm,
without musical theater? Who am I without this
sure.
career that I've had for a while? And then to have Mamma Mia as that show I did right after,
Yeah.
it was an emotional rehearsal
Absolutely.
watching this my story up
Yeah, I
on
was
the
gonna say probably therapeutic to some degree. Yeah,
yes,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. No, I love that. And I know we all identify with that to some degree, right? Because how often do we do put a lot of stock in, right? What we do, those external
Mhm,
things. Yeah. And so it really does make you go deeply within. Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah. To kind of,
mhm.
that's right. Kind of work through that. I love
Yes.
that. Absolutely. And has there been anything surprising that you just kind of were like, as you've been on a part of this musical? Yeah. Whether it's the different cities you've
Yes.
gone to or, yeah.
Yes. I did not realize just how large the ABBA and Mamma Mia following was. And how receptive the audience is
Audiences.
to the story. The in at the end of the show, we have this whole wedding, her whole wedding,
Yeah.
and you can just hear audience members fully on the edge of their seat gasping, "What? Oh, oh!"
Yeah, they
I
are
was not
engaged.
expecting
Wow.
such a reaction to this show.
Wow.
Also, again, the cult following is just
Yeah.
the discography of ABBA. Did
Absolutely.
not know half the songs when I
I
was
was going
learning
to ask
it.
you that. That was my next question. Segue. So perfect. Segue.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to ask, when were you exposed? You had not really had any point of reference prior to?
No, obviously the hits.
Yeah, sure.
Dancing
The
Queen,
mainstream. Yeah.
Gimme Gimme,
Yeah.
SOS, like
That's right.
all the hits. But there's some deep cuts in there.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
didn't know them, but to hear audiences' reactions when they hear the
Sure.
first note or the
Yeah.
first chord, they're like,
Yeah.
whoa, yes. It's like, oh,
Yep.
I didn't know the song.
That's
I
right.
definitely had to learn about 15 new songs.
Wow, really? Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those songs are a critical component, right?
Oh
Because
my gosh.
interwoven into the story.
Oh,
Yeah, the
yes.
songs. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Greatly woven in,
That's
too.
right. I'm sure it's like a concert, and probably it's like a record on repeat that goes in your head all day.
Yes, yes.
Songs.
Funny enough, too, we have vocal booths backstage. The ensemble takes care of all of the background vocals, and we all dance back there
I'm
when we're
sure it's
singing.
a party.
We're all grooving back there, singing. Did
Yeah,
not know it was not going to ever get tiring. Also,
yeah.
I love the
Really.
songs. I still
Yeah.
dance.
No, they are timeless. Seriously, they really are. Yeah. And I was going to ask too, another great segue. Is there any favorite song or dance number or that either you perform or that other, cast members perform? Yeah. Love to.
I have two. I have two. I
Okay.
can't pick one.
Okay. We'll take that.
But Voulez-Vous is my absolute
Oh,
favorite
sure.
song
Okay.
and dance.
Okay.
I always joke that they could have come out with this song today. I'm like, this song could be on the radio right
Right
now.
now. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I could walk into a club or a dance party, and if this song is on, I'm
The
dancing.
party has started.
That is my
Okay.
favorite number in the show. It's also so thrilling, and it ends our first act.
Okay.
So it's this conglomeration of all the drama, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah, yeah.
into one number.
Okay.
But my second one has to be Winner Takes It All.
Yeah.
Christine Cheryl just
Knocks it out.
absolutely takes it all.
Wow.
Her performance is absolutely stunning. She's a force to be reckoned with, and she really does that song justice.
Really? Yeah. She leaves
Mhm.
nothing on the stage, it sounds like. Yeah. No, that's great. No, that's why I love musicals, right? Yeah. There's just something powerful about music. Yeah. I
Mhm.
know it. Absolutely. And what would you like for the audience to take away? I mean, of course, I know the music is certainly one great, I think, takeaway, right? Because if nothing else,
Mhm.
it takes people back to a time and place, maybe in their own personal, yeah, life that
Mhm.
they love to reminisce. Yeah, they evoke that kind of
Yes.
emotion. But I think it's a wonderful story about just the complexities of life, right? Which is what
Yes.
makes life beautiful because you're talking about friendships, as you mentioned. You're talking about the mom and daughter dynamic, listen, or just family
Mhm.
dynamic, period, right? Because there's drama,
Mhm.
a little dysfunctionalism in family.
Yes.
Yeah, but is there,
Yes.
yes, when the audiences are on the journey with these characters, yeah, as they are certainly learning, about love and friendship and all of the above, is there something that you hope the audience takes away from it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think definitely. I joke, but it's that moment where after you watch this, call your mom,
Oh,
or just find connection. I think when people leave the show, they feel this sense of connection, whether it be the person next to them that they brought to the show or even a stranger that they've never met before. There's a sense of connection that they can definitely bring outside of the theater
okay.
and bring into this world. I
Yeah,
think if we all had
sure.
that essence that we felt at the end of the show to connect with others
It's
and brought it out there,
Yeah.
There'd be peace in this world.
Amen.
But
No,
truly connection, call your friends,
I
call
love
your mom, call your dad, call your sister, your brother. Truly connect with someone after you see the show. You'll
I
feel
love
something.
I love that. And to your point, that is definitely one of, I think, the nuggets that you take from just the beautiful friendship of Sophie and yeah, and even the mom too with
Yes.
her friends. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I love that. I think you're never too old to really benefit from friendship. Yeah,
Yes.
connecting.
Absolutely.
You're so
Connect.
right. Absolutely. That's a beautiful end. And just my last question, is it nerve-wracking or exciting when you are back home performing? Because I'm sure you're going to have family, yeah, that are going to be in that audience cheering you on. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it's so exciting. It fuels me. It
It does.
truly fuels me when I know that my friends, especially
Mhm.
longtime friends and family that's seen me as baby Jasmine, is in the audience. Because they're seeing me live my dream that they watched me do
Yeah.
performances in my living room and now they're watching me on stage. It's truly exciting.
Yeah, that is so great. And that they want to be there to support you and be a part of that moment. I love that, Jasmine. You are such a delight. I'm going to be there next Wednesday cheering you on. So I cannot wait to see the show. And I just,
Yes.
yes, and you are representing, listen, Fort Worth Central High School. They better be watching and giving you all kinds of but you are representing them well. Yes. So thank you again for being
Thank
able
you,
to,
Jackie.
yes, my pleasure for being able to speak with us for a little bit. You have a best day. You can see Jasmine Overbaugh and the entire cast of Mamma Mia starting April 15th through April 27th at Music Hall at Fair Park. Head over to BroadwayDallas.org for ticket information. Also, don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you at the theater. Bye.